So, I've been a fan of the Elder Scrolls games since I was first introduced to Oblivion back at college. From Oblivion to Skyrim, and even to Arena, Daggerfall, and Morrowind. The Elder Scrolls is really something special, but the Elder Scrolls Online is a different beast entirely. It's not a single-player only experience like the others. Oh no, this is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game, or MMORPG for short. The idea of seeing other players in Tamriel was something that sounded interesting, long before I actually got into MMOs. Back when I was playing through Skyrim, I remember thinking to myself that the Elder Scrolls would be perfect to have an MMO tied to it. I mean, it's got the world, it's got the lore, and it's got plenty of time to work with. And then it was announced, the Elder Scrolls Online. Oh, I was excited. I wasn't really playing MMOs back in the early 2010s, so I had no idea if I liked them or not, but I was eager to see what it looked like. The teaser trailer only gave us the logo, so I had no idea what to expect. Fast forward to when the game launched, and I finally saw what it looked like. It definitely wasn't Skyrim with friends. Past me had a narrow understanding of MMOs. That being said, I've since played a few MMOs, so I appreciate them a lot more than I used to. I've dabbled in World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy XIV, and yes, even a bit of Elder Scrolls Online itself. I have a weird history with this game of starting it, then something pops up that pulls me away from the game for a while, then coming back and restarting since I forgot everything. I've done that about 4 or 5 times now, with never having beaten the base game story. Not even once. When I compare ESO to other MMOs that I've played, it's rather unique. World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV are both tab target games, while Guild Wars 2 is a mix of that and action-based combat. ESO is much closer to being an action-based MMO than any of the other 3. Not to mention, it has a horizontal progression system, rather than a vertical system like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV. Now, Guild Wars 2 also has a horizontal progression system, so I do understand how it works. But even when compared to Guild Wars 2, Elder Scrolls Online is still its own thing. Not only does it have its own unique gameplay, but it also has a ton of world and lore to work with. Seriously, there are a ton of YouTube channels dedicated to making content on Elder Scrolls lore. There's just so much of it, and I've always had a love for that. ESO is the only game since Arena, the very first Elder Scrolls game, to have access to every region of Tamriel. While you can't visit everywhere in Tamriel just yet, ZeniMax Online Studios are slowly working their way to making that a reality. And something that's pretty cool about all of this is that ESO is the first time we get to see each region and how they're designed uniquely from each other. If you look at Arena, while it was great for its time, it was limited in all the unique visuals you would expect to see in Tamriel. So with that said, let's hop into this video proper. Hi there, my name is MegaMadVlad, and I figured, what's the best way to get myself to at least finally beat the base game storyline? Why, make a video on it, of course. I went into ESO to have a journey, and even record my experience. Welcome to the first video in my Journey and Experience series on the Elder Scrolls Online. I always start with the base game and work my way through the content in order of release. Up next will be a loose summary of my character's journey through Tamriel, so naturally, it'll have some spoilers. Click off now if you want to experience the base game storyline yourself. So with that out of the way, this is The Elder Scrolls Online. We begin our journey at the same start as just about every MMO, character creation. So there are 10 races that you can pick and choose from. So I gave a number to each of them and used a random number generator to decide what I played as. The result? Vladithar, the Khajiit sorcerer. After character creation, it's time to hop into the game, starting with the tutorial. Waking up in a cold and dark prison room, we're first introduced to a ghost. Oh, it's just a projection of a guy who likes this colorful speech.
I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope.
I'm being told I need to escape and find someone named Lyris Titanborn.
Are you all right? The name's Lyris.
Oh, there she is! I'm such a good detective. Now, after legally breaking out of my cell, my first order of business is to loot the dead. I get a staff to use, and it fires magic. Oh, come on, Lyris. Already out of breath? We barely took 2 steps. We step through a door and get to really see Coldharbour, the place we're trapped in. Pop an eye, find a closed door, and find one of the best characters in the game, Cadwell.
Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it.
We run through a tunnel to another door, and then we find it. The lock-picking minigame. It's so much easier than the one in Oblivion, even though it looks very similar. We finally find the Prophet, and then Lyris says that she needs to take his place in order for him to escape. Considering I'm the main character, that makes sense to me.
Freedom!
With the Prophet now free, we head to escape and are stopped by Molag Bal himself, only for him to give us a weak minion to fight, and he leaves thinking that's enough. Yeah, that was pretty easy. The Prophet gives me some sort of glowing rock candy, and now we escape by— oh my god, I'm floating! As I awake, I find myself in a wagon and— wait, wrong game!
Hey, you.
So I actually wake up in a room with the Prophet once again projecting himself in front of me. I'm sure there's a joke there somewhere. He tells me to go do whatever I want, so I hop out and meet one of the best characters in the game, Razum Dar.
Shame you cannot do that at will. You could make piles of coin, sell tickets.
So Raz gives me the start of the Alliance quest. Something about this island joining the Aldmeri Dominion or something. Naturally, there's lots of conflict with stuff like this, like the nearby Malmor pirates who claim to own the island. I'm sure everything's gonna go super well for all parties, and nothing bad will happen at all. So naturally, the only diplomat on the island was killed, and now it's a murder mystery with no obvious ideas of who it could be. Malmor! Sorry, I meant to say the Malmor. So I'm told to poke around a bit, uncover the Malmor pirate conspiracy, and eventually they attack the island itself. Pirates who claim to own an island attacking said island when a bigger faction shows up? This is my shocked face. Head to the battlefield, save some people, find out the Malmor are performing a ritual to blow up most of the island, and loot some gear. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do something about that whole blowing up the island thing. That could hurt the economy. Find the ritual site, disrupt the ritual, and then the day is saved. I'm now rewarded by leaving the island, and the first thing I spot is the Prophet yet again. Nearly forgot about that guy. Oh, I'm supposed to meet you in a cave? Yeah, sure. I'll be right there, just after I do some other stuff first.
Now what's your name? I'll need it for the official register.
Oh, finally! Someone asks who I am! Alright, now I'll just tell them who I am and my occupation.
Asiat has wares.
Wait, that's not what I— what? Well, anyway, she gives me a quest to inspect some stuff since the queen of the whole dominion is visiting here. Gotta make sure she's safe and all. So we see a thief with guard placement orders was just killed in front of us, and then we found poisoned meat. Yeah, this has Tuesday politics written all over it. Let me just hand these over to the captain and—
Good. Look, I hate to rush you, but I have another task for you.
and I guess we're going to someone's house to help the guards first. Yeah. Just let me put this incriminating evidence back into my pocket. The thug lets us in, then claims the guard captain is corrupt and a part of a group called the Veiled Heritance, a group in a plot against the queen. And then he's knocked out. Reporting back to the captain, I'm promptly accused by her for conspiring against the queen. Then I'm knocked out. Roz is back. Please break me out of here. Turns out Roz here is part of a group called the Eyes of the Queen. Not gonna lie, that's a pretty cool name. Anyway, now that we know the captain is attempting regicide for the Veiled Heritance, it's time we go out to stop her. You can't stop me! I'm the hero!
No outsiders allowed. No entry. Authorized only.
Well, since that guard can clearly use the force to keep me out, it's time I do this the old-fashioned way, following the quest markers to disguise myself as a guard and walk right in. Stealth mission accomplished. I tell the battle reeve that the captain is a traitor, and we both head into the temple, find the captain clearly opposing us, and we give her a one-way ticket to dead. The day is saved. Talking with Queen Irene, she's grateful and makes me one of the Eyes of the Queen. Now, I guess I truly am part of the Dominion, huh? I guess I have free reign to do a lot of different things now, right? Walk where I want, steal what I want, Khajiit what I want. Oh, look, a bunch of people gathering in one spot. It's a public event of some sort. And it's over. That was just chaotic fun and nice loot from a chest. Continuing on, it's time we do something else. And by something else, I mean grabbing a few people and running some dungeons together. We ran 3 different dungeons, and they were pretty fun, but also chaotic. There's a bunch of, hey, when's the boss spawning? Oh, my inventory is full. Where am I supposed to go now? Oh, my inventory is full. Is that boss supposed to be standing in the wall? Oh, my inventory is full again! So after having my inventory filled up like 20 times in 3 dungeons, I broke down and got ESO Plus, just so that I could put most of my inventory into the material storage. Yes, I did it. And it was worth it! So, after getting a taste of how the dungeons played, it was time to continue on with the Alliance questline again. I arrived at Tenzelville to help the Queen perform a ceremonial ritual with the spirits of their ancestors. The ancestors are purple and aggressive. There's weird stones that I can break, and the person the Queen thinks is behind everything is somewhere. So we just entered the obvious crypt, find the guy, take him out, and the ancestors are happy again. All in a day's work. After all of that, the Battle Reeve tasks me with going to Matizin to help Roz investigate the Veiled Heritance there. Not to worry, it shall be done post-haste. Oh, a public event. Sorry I'm late, Roz. What were we doing again? Oh, right. Cleansing the place of the Veiled Heritance. How could I forget? Let's get cracking. Step 1, walk into Matizin. Step 2, accuse the Canon Reeve of being Veiled Heritance. Step 3, end up in a jail cell with Roz breaking me free again. Step 4, fight the Canon Reeve for still being part of the Veiled Heritance. Step 5, profit. All in a day's work. Then naturally Roz sets me on my next path, someplace called Skywatch. I wonder how this will go. Arriving at Skywatch, the Queen is here for someone named Estri, the High Kin Lady, and her veneration ceremony. Geez, so much of Altmer society is steeped in random ceremonies. But considering the Veiled Heritance is still a thing, it wouldn't surprise me if they're going to be doing something here. I walk into the Skywatch Manor to see how things are going, and a suspicious Skywatch noble grabs my attention and tells me to follow him. Oh my god, it's Roz! I had no idea. And naturally, he tasks me with finding the Veiled Heritance and hands me his disguise ring, as well as conveniently telling me a phrase to help infiltrate them. Found a guy in a bar, and he wants me to get a sword from one of the guards via any means necessary. So I paid off a guard and gave him the sword. Now we toast and I fall asleep. Don't worry, I'm not waking up in a wagon this time, only on a nearby island. Time to join the Veiled Heritance. Oh, I commit my soul to the Heritance, do I? Well, that makes it easy since I don't even have my soul to pledge. But he doesn't need to know that, right? He wants me to take 3 trials to prove myself. And how about I just sneak in and... Crap, my magical disguise ran out at one of the most convenient times for my enemies. Is that Estri? The High Kin Lady herself is the Veiled Queen? Oh, I'm sure Queen Irene will be curious to know who's trying to kill her. Wait a minute, isn't Estri the wife of Irene's brother? How deep does this go? Is high elf politics always this cutthroat? Escape the island, tell Roz who the Veiled Queen is, go tell the Queen who the Queen is, and Estri leaves via portal. She got away. So now the Queen wants me to go to her next stop at Dawnbreak to make sure it's safe for her. Made it to Dawnbreak to find out that Estri was not only there, but now it's being attacked by Daedra. Oh, I know this song and dance. Step 1, arrive at Dawnbreak. Step 2, save Dawnbreak. Mission accomplished. Next up is a place called Firsthold. Since Estri has started blatantly attacking places now, it's up to me to warn Firsthold before she gets there. So I arrived too late and it's under attack by Daedra. Go figure. Oh, this is a big attack. Both Roz and the Battle Reeve are here to defend the place, but now they have me to help out. Closing a few gates to Oblivion are normally seen as very tough things to do, but for Vladithar, it was Tuesday. Finally arriving at the main building, the barrier is taken down, and we enter the final Oblivion gate to take down Estri herself. And this time, it's not just me fighting. We have quite a few others helping out. Oh, she done. So, with Estri gone, I'm sure this won't lead to any problems between Prince Naaman and everyone else, considering she was his wife and all.
I heard you declared my wife a traitor, that you ordered Estri's death. Well, she's gone now, isn't she?
Little brother.
Nope, no problems whatsoever. Now the Queen wants us to go to a place called Eldenroot, home of the King of the Wood Elves. Before I go do that, how about I take a break from that and go see how the Coldharbour main quest is. So I finally showed up to the harborage that the prophet told me about, only for him to perform some magic and put me in his head. He wanted to show me the 5 companions, who they were, and what happened after they found the Amulet of Kings. Wait a minute, where have I heard about that before? That doesn't matter. The prophet goes over all 5 companions, each of them bringing something to the table for the team to succeed. And then there's Mannimarco, the man who apparently sent me to Coldharbour. Oh, I can't wait to bash his face in for that. Oh, so basically, you're telling me the obviously evil High Elf Necromancer betrayed the other 4 companions? This is my shocked face.
Murloc vows dark anchors pierce the truth. It seems a truth.
Excuse me, could you speak up? I couldn't hear you over the sound of the anchor coming into your head. The old man is tired, So I guess we'll head out and do something. Oh God, where did you come from? I took 2 steps out of the harborage and now you're telling me you're ready to continue? All right, heart attacks aside, he found Lyris, so he opens a portal into Coldharbour for me to rescue her. How does that work exactly? Isn't it supposed to be difficult to get into the Plains of Oblivion? Yet he just snaps his fingers and we're there? Oh, right, magic. I understand now. Ah, Coldharbour. How long has it been since I was here? 5, 10 minutes? Well, this is a big place. Might take me a while to find Lyris. Oh, there she is. I'm such a great detective. She tells me the Daedra took stuff from her. Her willpower, courage, and her sense of self. How does that work? Oh, magic. Yep, it's magic. Yeah, you fist fight those Daedra, Lyris. Show them what for. Her childhood home in Skyrim? Well, this must be her memories then. The ghost of her father shows up and is attacked by an assassin. So we show them the door. Lyris, talk to your father and get better already. All right, that must be one of the 3 things she needed. On to the next one. Some sort of camp? Let's stealth our way through and get Lyris her armor back. These guys won't know what hit oh, they noticed me. Get over here, guy. Lyris has her armor back, and now we move on to step 3. Must be her weapon now. Abner Tharn is here now? He gets Lyris her axe back, and we fight a boss fight right beforehand.
I feel powerful enough to take on Umaril the Unfeathered himself.
Now, Lyris. We don't fight Umaril for hundreds of more years.
The passage is blocked by a rock slide. Now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it.
Lyris claims her axe will help her get through a bunch of rocks. So naturally, she doesn't use it and punches them instead. We arrive in a room where we see that Sai Sahan was captured as well. Geez, you know what? Everyone was captured before we showed up. Now in the final room, we fight some sort of Cthulhu monster and leave back to the harborage. We tell the prophet about Sai Sahan and leave to let him search for Sai. Again? I literally just left! Alright, I walk back in just for the prophet to tell me he can't find Sai. But they heard there's a worm cult agent in town that I can find to get a lead. So I go out, ask around town for someone suspicious, find out they went to the lighthouse and, oh, a secret floor door. What could possibly be down here? I find the agent, take him out, touch an orb, and oh, Abner Tharn shows up as a projection again.
Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately.
He doesn't recognize me from 2 seconds ago with Lyris? Time to make him think I'm part of the cult.
Your disguise is terrible, by the way. You look like a character from a bad adventure novel.
Hey, that hurt my feelings. So I take the orb back to the harborage and hand it over to the prophet. He says he'll use it to find Sai and tells me to give him some time. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to walk out that door over there and you're going to be done already? You know what? I'm going to teleport this time.
Fog has lifted, Vestige.
How did I know? If you can work that fast, prophet, why do you even need me? No, you know what? I'm going back to helping out the Dominion for a bit. Take that, you nerd. So I find Captain Jimala to have her take me to Valenwood so I can head to the city of Eldenroot. But first up, a drinking contest. What happened last night? Wait, did I lose? Let's hope she doesn't remember.
My head feels like a thunderbug crawled inside it. But I did win our contest.
No, you didn't. I won. Ah, what a good day to head outside of the ship and realize there was a pirate attack. Well, clearly something happened here, but I have to get to Eldenroot right after this public event. I have arrived at Eldenroot. Whoa, there's a lot of people here. In the throne room, I walk straight up to the king himself. Oh, there's trouble in Eldenroot, you say? Who could have guessed? So now I'm tasked with finding out why the Khajiit don't have an embassy built yet. And wouldn't you know it, I have to talk with the queen's brother about it.
No, you don't get to question me. Not after you slew High Kin Lady Estri. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That will break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh?
I knew he was going to take it badly. After a bit of persuasion, I got him to point me in the direction of Ambassador Turinway, the one who was supposed to get the embassy built. She claims the Wood Elves were supposed to get the supplies and tells me to check the storeroom. Oh, and of course the guard won't let me in without written permission. Hey, you like fire? Same. Storeroom entry accomplished. And of course, the supplies are worthless. Oh, Prince Naaman, fancy meeting you here, right in front of the storeroom that I just exited. Well, it's time to go hunting for Wood Elves. Well, clearly something bad happened here, and Azareth found me, and I told him about Ambassador Turinway. So now it's time to go ambassador hunting. Found her, and it turns out she was trying to flee because we caught on to her treachery. Now that that's done, we need 3 magical kerfluffles to do a new type of ceremony for the queen when she arrives. First one, second one, and third one. Whew, that was very quick and totally didn't take me 3 hours to complete. Not like I got distracted with my first world boss or anything. Arrived at the ceremony to see a big magical kerfluffle that's supposed to get turned on or something. But there's a catch. It needs me to be at 3 places at once. So put on this magical mantle thing and now BAM! Whoa, the whole thing is moving. Classic jealous brother betrays everyone scene and oh god, kill it with fire! And now the queen goes in and whoa, she went Super Saiyan 2. Peladil shows up after everything and is clearly distraught over the fallen prince. And now we're tasked with going to Marbrook to get the Staff of Magnus. Right after this public event. Sorry, I'm on my way. I arrived in Marbrook to soldiers saluting me. And then there's this guy.
The longer you delay, the longer Hazazi must stand here. Go!
So I start talking to Captain Sarandil, who decides to give me the long tour of the vault holding the Staff of Magnus. And the staff was stolen. Apparently that Peladil guy was here just before us, so it's pretty clear he stole it. The only question is, why? Roz is back! So, Roz is going to look for leads on the staff's whereabouts, whereas I will be meeting with the local wood elves, not part of the Dominion. The people talk about this so-called Wilder King. I need to speak to this man. Found the tree thane for the settlement to ask for an audience with this Wilder King, but I'm tasked with doing something to get their attention first. Now that I've done the task, it's time to touch a rock? Whoa! Floating man. Oh, this is the Wilder King? Lo and behold, he tasks me with doing something rather strange. Apparently he's being hunted down by the veiled Heritance, and the lady we passed by earlier at the tree thane's hut is apparently very important. Oh, and also part of the Heritance. Because why not, right? I'm supposed to find someone named Spinner Marwin to be in a story? A story about that lady, Aranias' past, to implant myself into her memories and change who she is. This is some of the strongest manipulation I've ever heard of. Found Aranias, and she wants to race to the lighthouse. Time to hey, that's cheating! We also find out she can just control the island? Oh, maybe that's why the Wilder King has an interest in her. Things happen, more scenes of her past, and eventually we arrive at her parents, introducing her to the veiled Heritance, and hold up, is that Peladil? Well, that makes a lot more sense now. We tell Aranias she's a strong, independent woman, and she took that personally. Then the story is finished, all while Aranias and her partner are bum rushing over to the Wilder King himself. Time to go defend them. We catch up and Aranias is defending the Wilder King. Take out her partner and now Aranias becomes the Wilder Queen? Yep, that's right, magic. She joins the Dominion, so that's mission accomplished. So it turns out Roz has a plan to find the Heritance and... Yep, not something I expected to see today. So the Queen and I find the Heritance and get attacked immediately. I continue on and the assassin escapes. We tell everyone what happened, and the Thalmor guy doesn't believe this assassin is truly the assassin. Well, she dead. And eventually we find her twin sister, who then tells us that Peladil is attacking and was planning on resurrecting Prince Naaman. Oh, we're getting straight into necromancy, eh? Time to break out my shocked face. We arrive at the battlefield, infiltrate the location in very good Malmer disguise. They'll never know that Kinshit has wares. Take out their commanders and find out that Peladil is on a nearby ship. Oh, it's go time, Peladil. Why is everything on fire? And is that a sea beast? Take out the sea beast and hop through a portal to find Peladil on his ship. This was the fight of a lifetime. Me and a diplomat of sorts, duking it out on the high sea. Oh, he's down. Well, that was easy. Cue celebration time. You know what? I feel like I'm forgetting something. And that's where we're cutting it off for now. Yes, I still actually haven't beaten the base game yet, but that's where the next part will come in. Going through ESO after playing other MMOs shows me just what kind of game it is. Considering I'm only about halfway through the base game storylines, I'm sure there's a lot the expansions do differently. From the outset, ESO's gameplay is vastly different than the other MMOs I've played. It's completely action-based. You swing your weapon when you hit a button, and no auto attack as far as I can tell. But yet, it still feels very floaty. Enemies don't really react when you hit them, and not needing to aim aim your bow to fire are some examples there. That's not to say it's bad. It's something to expect when it comes to a game from the early 2010s that happens to be an MMO. Not everything back then will have amazing hit detection, especially when it comes to a game with servers and a lot of players. Even with that, I did have fun with combat myself, but something that took me by surprise was honestly just how great the questing experience was. Rather than being just fetch quests or busy work, the quests were really unique and varied in how they were approached. Some quests gave me choices I could make, or maybe I didn't have the ability to intimidate and thus had to take someone out. Then there's another quest that becomes easier because that happened beforehand. The interconnection between quests in ESO is honestly astounding considering it's an MMO. The devs did say they wanted to make it feel like Elder Scrolls, but as an MMO. And they're right, this is Elder Scrolls with friends, and I'm eager to continue playing more of it. First up is actually finishing the base game for once, then into the DLC and expansions. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Adios.